Gil, you mentioned
they got that BJ play.
The Wolves' potential defensive player of the year. Let's talk about him a little bit. So during the Wolves-Cavs game, Rudy Gobert had enough of Scott Foster after getting called for his 6th foul late in the 4th quarter. Gobert hit Foster with the money sign. Subsequently given a tech after the game, Gobert explained the gesture and how he believes sports betting is influencing basketball, saying, the truth is what I truly believe. Mistakes happen, referees make mistakes too, but sometimes I think it's more than mistakes. I think everyone that's in this league knows. I think it's got to be better. I know the betting and all that is becoming bigger and bigger, but it shouldn't feel that way. Naturally, you said it with a French accent. But the NBA hit Gobert with a $100,000 fine for the gesture and suggesting referees are influenced by sports betting. Shout out Tim Donaghy. According to the league, the fine also takes into account Gobert's past instances of conduct detrimental to the NBA with regard to publicly criticizing the officiating. This is the 4th time in his career that Gobert has been fined for criticizing officiating. Does he have a point?
Yeah. I mean, it's there was a big scandal of all referees, just to be politically correct, all referee gambling on games.
Yep.
And even though there was other people that he's doing this to was in those calls and part of this whole scandal, I'm pretty sure 100% of everybody who watches basketball thinks the same thing. And the fact that the NBA keeps trying to protect the same one entity is ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you look stupid as an organization. The same one person who is showing that he's favoritism against Chris Paul, right? We don't know if he's betting on those games, but we know when he goes against Chris Paul what the outcome's going to be. So the fact that you still have this entity in the NBA, there's 100% of the people believe he's cheating. You can't do anything about it unless you get rid of him. Yeah. So the fact that his name gets brought up and you keep trying to find everyone makes it looks guilty even more. Mm-hmm. Just, hey, fucking take his ass and put him as associate ref in charge of the referees. We don't give a fuck at this point, but as long as he's on the court, the integrity of referee is gonna be questioned.
Yeah.
Period.
Scott Foster nicknamed the Extender.
The Extender.
This is his nickname.
Yeah, but that's the case, you know, he could still be influencing other refs too.
But we're not looking at it. We don't get to see it every day. every time he refs the games, every time he refs the game, if they did a poll right now, this would be the biggest swing, and he will have to be there saying no. No, everybody, do you think Scott Foster cheats?
Yeah.
Do a poll.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah.
Do a poll. Do y'all think Scott Foster gets paid or not?
So Gobert fined that $100,000. Anthony Edwards earlier this season alluded to something similar, was fined $40,000. Usually the fine for criticizing officials somewhere to the 10 to 30,
50,
yeah,
right.
10 to 30, I believe, range. But
he did that. But once he put that money sign in front of it.
But when it's obvious, you could, like, your frustration come out when you, like, you just call that. You called that.
Right.
Not him.
Right.
Not the rookie guy. You. And if you watch Scott actually ref, you see he can't wait to give some bullshit. Him and Tony Brothers, to me, is like, yo, what are y'all out here doing? Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. But think about this. You can't prove it. That's why they do it. You can't prove
right here. Him doing this right here is proving it. 100K just for doing this. Nobody ever got
That's what I said. You keep proving.
You're proving it.
You can't prove that Scott is doing anything illegal.
No,
that's just like HGH,
emails,
any of these other things, like, right?
No,
so,
it's something.
Let's just say he got a cousin in Milwaukee or a cousin in Alaska that's just literally like,
okay,
I'm gonna write this off. Hey, Scott, what we doing tonight? Bet on this person. Da-da-da-da-da. You can't prove it.
The problem is you can't, but that's as easy as it goes. But that's how easy it is for me to be a referee and then just tell my gambling buddy or friend or cousin, whatever, to just say, yeah, I'm reffing this game and, you know, I'm going to foul out this person. I'm going to take the over on this or take the under on this or here's a... Like, that is the easiest thing to do. So the fact that we try to... The NBA itself tries to pretend that it's not possible is the bad part. Now you think we're fucking stupid.
Yep. So we asked the chat, as you requested, Gil.
We ain't even done enough. How many people is in there?
We're at 1,400 votes right now. I just want to tell you how it's straight.
They be in here. Hey, they be here.
They be on it, Gil.
At 1,500, 1,400, that's okay.
Right. So currently, as it stands, 94%
Think
are in
about
agreement.
it. Hey, man, hey,
This might be our most unanimous chat.
Scott, like, hey, man, meet me at Mills Diner and bring all the bread. You owe me. You owe me the bread. I need all the bread at Mills in cash.
Yeah. And as I said, it's just across sports, period. This is across sports. Like, the guys who have the whistle has the power, right? So the fact that you will think and try to pretend that it doesn't exist, you make it look guilty, right? I'd rather you just say, yeah, we're investigating Scott to make sure. And then, 2-3 weeks later, after your investigation, we didn't find anything, right? It's easier to do that versus just finding everybody, keeping them on games, and then pretending that what everyone is saying doesn't exist.
Did the dude, Eric, did he retire?
He got sent to early retirement.
Yeah, that's all they need to do. Send him to early retirement. That clean everything up.
That's the fucked up part. The dude who has a backup account, we're not saying he do have a backup account or didn't have a backup account. He was defending himself like that wasn't, like we read his, that wasn't me, that wasn't my call, or that wasn't my brother's call, that wasn't. There's nothing about nothing in there but protecting his play that I didn't do this, I didn't, like, which it wasn't his call. He didn't make the play. He gets.
Gotta go.
He's gone for that?
Gotta go. Chris Paul for years.
And then we have proof that everything Scott Foster has done with Chris Paul has went against Chris Paul. We have records of it.
You had a meeting.
You had a meeting about it.
Yeah.
And he's still there?
This man went out my son, man. Man went out my son. He's still here?
So Eric Lewis was the ref, the pro Celtics ref that was sent to early retirement.
And it wasn't even his call. The guy who made the call still reffing.
It's hard out here. But
That's why when you talk about Tony Brothers, obviously he ain't doing nothing because obviously if you black,
you out of here.
You out of here, goddammit. This ain't about black or white. We're just saying there's a little rope. There's a little rope.
Yeah, you better
Gotta put them pit bulls on a leash.
Sheesh.
okay.